was created to allow people to begin to generate revenue from their blogging efforts more quickly than focusing all their efforts on just one blog and just blogging that way. And so, Jack, why don't you continue on with and tell us more about the 1030 method. Oh, before we do, we want to welcome people to who are listening to us from Stickum, Blog TV, RCRN, My RX for Living, Kite TV, Recipia Internet Radio. And if you have a question for Jack or myself, you can call the studio hotline at 303-872-0503 or connect to us via Twitter, which is at RCRN, or contact us through Skype, which is Real Coaching Radio. So, Jack, continue on about the 1030 method.
Okay, so one of the problems that we found was people, despite our best efforts at teaching people how to find the best markets to go into, if they don't have any idea what they're going to do when they come in the door, they just know that this is something hot to do and they've got to check it out and they want to make a change. If they don't know what they're doing, even if we taught them really good research tactics for how to find market niches and all of that kind of stuff, it's still an experimental thing. You know, when you go into a new market and you don't know that much about it, or you do know about it, but you don't know how the terrain is set up on the web for networking and all of that kind of stuff, as well as what products or services sell the best, you know, where you would join as an affiliate and sell those products and services, which one, you know, it takes a little time. So sometimes people would start a site and they'd pour their whole hearts into it for a few months, and it just turned out not to be, they got tired of the topic, or they misjudged what the profitability would be in that market, or how hard it would be to get in the top 10 in Google for certain keyword terms. Various things happen, and what they're left with at the end of the day is a site that they're kind of confused about. They don't know what direction to go with it. It's not making them, you know, it's not looking like it's going to be making them what they want to make in 6 or 9 months based on how it's grown in the first 3. And so they're, you know, there's a problem with that strategy when you can eliminate that problem by having multiple irons in the fire. And what we came up with was a way to make a decent, I was thinking also of challenging myself and coming up with something that people could make a significant amount of money by a certain time if they reached all their goals. And so that's where I came up with the 1030 method, and it's back from Content Desk days, actually. You might remember that, B, from a long time ago. We started with 1030. What if you had 10 sites that were each making $30 a day, which is $300 a day or $9,000 a month? And that, I was like, why don't we resurrect that? That was from article sites, and let's do that with blogs, and let's see if we can get to that goal with people and have them choose 10 different markets, the goal being getting up to 10 blogs, but not starting 10 blogs right away. And see what we can do about having people averaging $20 to $30 a day per blog. Some blogs are only, you know, going to make $5, and some are going to make 50 a day. You know, and that's the thing, is you get more irons in the fire in more markets. That means you can test more things. The only problem then becomes, how in the world do you manage 10 sites? Or 5, or 2 for that matter? And that's when I got into really systematizing my software-assisted content development training. And that we have different kinds of software like Utility Poster and Video Utility Poster, and there are really neat free tools out there like Zemanta, I highly recommend, and the things that will help you find content on the web so that you can just riff on the latest things that are happening in a market, and you don't have to be the 100% original content creator, which is what a pure blogger is. They'll put more of their heart and soul into one blog post than someone who's doing the 1030 method will do for an entire week on 2 or 3 of their blogs. And I find that this has been really, really a success in just the appeal of it, because it seems like there's a lot of people who've been waiting for something like this out there, because they're like, wow,